hate that shit. You got any plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to the Spike Lee exhibit, and then next week I'm going. Timberland having something for 50 years of their boots.
Oh, when's the Spike Lee exhibit?
That already happened. That already started in October. It's leaving, I think, February next year. It's ending. So I'm gonna go check
Oh,
it out.
nice.
And the Timberland having a pop up event for their clothing line and boots. That's ending. I think that's ending at the end of this month. But I'm going next week.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, yo. New York always have shit going on.
Right.
You know.
Shout out to Ant last night for a dope review.
Yeah.
Well, the holidays is fastly approaching.
Mhm.
And I'm actually off on Thanksgiving. Look at that.
Right.
But I may have to work on Christmas. Well, Christmas morning.
And that sucks.
I mean, it's all good. Christmas ain't what it used to be anyway. Besides, I told her, don't be putting me in no afternoon or evening. I'll kick your ass.
Mm, 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 mm.
Sam, so what's your favorite Sonic Youth album? The joint they came out with in '89. I think it's called like Daydream, something like that. That one's pretty good.
So
I need to get my hands on some of the albums, but they're hard to come by.
you saw that list I sent you about the
No,
like
not
the rock and roll list of bands that should be inducted in like the next 20 years.
no. I'm gonna look at it in a minute.
I was like, Imagine Dragons, they not making it. And I like them, but nah, they don't have enough.
Speaking of list, let me read off the Grammy nominations list before we start. Just
Oh
wrap
God,
that up.
they got it wrong. What else is new?
Okay. Well, why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I told you the Grammys only looking for fucking mainstream artists. They're not looking for underground cats. So I'm not. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's like, you know, why is Questlove on the committee and he's not, picking out, versatile artists?
That's a very good question.
That Michael and KD3 wasn't the only good hip hop albums this year.
man, they put Fat Drake album. I'm like, really, niggas?
Garbage. It's more of a Drake album than 21 Savage was only like on 6 songs. It's more of a Drake album.
Huh, okay, give me 1 second. Okay, record of the year: John Baptiste, Worship, Boy Genius, Not Strong Enough, Miley Cyrus, Flowers. Okay, SZA and Victoria Monet, Kill Bill and On My Mama. That was nominated. I'm not mad about that.
Mhm.
Album of the year.
They got it running on me too though.
Yeah, I'm looking at this shit. I'm not impressed so
Where's
far.
Kalani? Kalani had one of the best R&B albums this year. Where's she at?
I'm about to
Hello.
check R&B in 1 second. Okay, R&B performance. Chris Brown, Summer Too Hot. Robert Glasper, Back to Love. Coco, I See You. Victoria Monet, How Does It Make You Feel? SZA, Kill Bill. Yeah. Progressive R&B. Black, Since I Have Your Lover. Diddy, Love Album. Terrence Martin, Nova. Janae Monet, Age of Pressure. SZA, SOS. Best R&B album.
Wow, did he got nominated?
Babyface Girls Not Out. Coco, What I Didn't Tell You. Emily King, Special Occasion. Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2. Summer Walker, Clear 2. I'm not mad at the R&B. Okay, these are
I
some
like I
albums I
like
would actually.
Babyface album. Babyface album was good.
Yeah, I can see either Babyface or Victoria Monet winning that.
Yeah, yeah,
Coco Jones possibly is a possible
yeah.
choice
He
too.
had a good album too.
Hmm. All right, best rap performance: Baby Keem, The Hillbillies, Black Thought, Love Letter, Drake, 21 Savage, Rich Flex, Killer Mike, Scientists and Engineers, Coil Ray Players. Um, hmm. I didn't expect a lot of these songs to be nominated. To be real with you,
Black Thought album was good. I didn't even listen to it.
Black Thoughts was pretty solid. If anything, it'll probably go to Killer Mike, but the mainstream would probably either go to Drake or Coil Ray.
Of course,
But I like that Coil Ray song. I'm not gonna hold you.
it was cool. But can she put out an album
She
with
did.
song? Yeah, I didn't like the album. I thought that was an EP she put out. That was an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Melodic rap, Burner Boy, Sitting on Top of the World, Doja Cat, Attention, Drake, Spin About You, Lil Durk, All My Life, and Says It Low.
Mm.
Eh.
I like the Doja Cat song. That and Burner Boy.
Best rap album, Drake, Her Loss, Killer Mike, Michael, Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains, Nas, King's Disease 3, Travis Scott, Utopia. Yeah, it better go to Nas, King's Disease 3.
But why wasn't Doja Cat nominated? How they nominate a song from her album but not the album?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But yeah, I'm actually about to start this shit right now. Give me 1 second. But yeah, the Grammys. I mean, are we even surprised at this point?
Right. We're not surprised. It's the Grammys. That's what they do.
This is what they motherfucking do. This is what they motherfucking do, y'all. But then everybody's talking about how come the Grammys don't notice me, but they try to. But then all the other black award shows, they don't even fucking want to acknowledge and shit. That's the guy. I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Trial with me.
Yo.
It's gonna be a hip hop review. This is probably gonna be a quick hip hop depot review. But before we start, you know what I'm saying? We just over here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go jump right straight to the review because I didn't even prepare. And on this day, this album was released today. I didn't even prepare for that, honestly. So today we're gonna talk about the Ghetto Boys with their second official studio album, but a lot of people say this is like technically their first album, which I'll get to that in a minute. This is a grip it on the other level. Give me 1 second. Let me share the album cover. This album came out May 12th, 1989 on Rap A Lot Records. The Ghetto Boy consists of members of Willie D, Scarface, Bushwick Bill, and DJ Ready Red. It was produced by Ready Red, Doug King, James Smith, John Beto, and Johnny C. Singles albums came out with are came out with a few. They only came out with one single, "Do It Like a Geo." You know what I'm saying? That was the only singles album came out with. Of course, I don't have this album in my collection. I don't have
None of
this Order remix album because we also want.
none of
You
us
said
do.
what?
None of us do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the only Geto Boys albums I got are "We Can't Be Stopped," "Till Death Do Us Part," and the G Code album from
Oh, I
'05,
got
which
it.
was like the last. Eric.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, but this album also goes for a stupid amount of money too, so that should also tell you the case. But yeah, when it comes to the Geto Boys, man, on this channel, I know I've talked about "We Can't Be Stopped." Did we do a review on "Till Death Do Us Part" together, right?
Huh?
No,
Yeah.
we didn't do "Till Death Do Us Part." I did that solo, right?
I can't remember. I know we did some Scarface stuff.
Yeah, we did. Okay, we did the Scarface shit, but
Yeah, we
I
did
know
the
I did the
solo
Ghetto
stuff.
Boy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did Face
So
Mob
yeah, I did.
album, and did we do my homies or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I did "Till Death Do Us Part" and "The Resurrection," which I feel like the albums from like '91 to '96 are my favorite run from them. To be
Mm.
real with you, I know a lot of people are kind of saying, "Well, what about this one? This one has its fair share of influence too when it comes to the South." Which, yeah, it does. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but when it comes to the Ghetto Boys, they were at a transitional period around this time because the reason why I say it's their second official album, but they're technically their first album because the original Ghetto Boy lineup consisted of like Raheem, the Psych Sire Jukebox, and Sir Rap-A-Lot. You know what I'm saying? But see, what happened was Raheem and Sir Rap-A-Lot left the group, and that's when he pretty much made Bushwick Bill, who Bushwick Bill was originally a dancer. He made him the rapper and everything like that too. And that's when he added Reddy Red, Johnny C, and Lil Billy. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they came out with the first album, which was making trouble, which I've never actually seen that album like in stores or anything like that too. That's like a rare. I think that's like most like a local thing and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, that one that one was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And with that being a little attention, the group again went through another shakeup. And what had happened was he pretty much added a new lineup. But this time he got like this MC by the name of Action. But Action would later change his name to Scarface. And then Willie D, who at the time Willie D was already a solo artist at the time too, because he had dropped the Controversy album the same year, which
Mm-hmm.
that one was a pretty cool album. That one was a pretty cool album and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. they did that shit, and yeah, that that's pretty much what happened. Was That's when they dropped the Grip on the Other Level album in 1989. So with this album, that being said, this one was pretty much like an underground hit. A lot of people have said this was like their breakout album. I say it's their breakout album, but I feel like We Can't Be Stopped was like their breakthrough album, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because once My Mind Playing Tricks on Me
Yeah.
came out, that was like a huge hip hop hit.
That was it.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, this one definitely got them like a lot of controversy because they were still on that gangster rap to. Well, here's the thing. I feel like this is like the most gangster rap album of the Ghetto Boys, if you ask me, because I definitely feel like the later albums, it still did have that gangster rap in them, but it was more on the horrorcore level, if you ask me. And also too, is also the fact that you can definitely tell they were a lot influenced by like the NWAs at the time too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So with Jay Prince, who was the head of Rap A Lot Records, he pretty much put all his energy in financing and marketing the album and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, pretty much pretty good shit. You know what I'm saying? So this the album cover right here. It just has all them just chilling right now and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, and you also got to remember too that this is actually the OG cover because a lot of people know the reissue cover where it's just like it's pretty much like the same cover, but they're doing a different pose. And with the original cover, they still had the Ghetto Boys moniker like Ghetto.
Right.
The reissue, they have the commonly moniker and everything, the Geto. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people should definitely be up in arms about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Like I said, this album is not really. I'm gonna be real with you. There's not really a lot to talk about when it comes to this album because like a lot of the songs pretty much have the same subject matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy too because Jay Prince said if this album would have failed, he would have definitely quit the music industry and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay.
So with that being said, this album has about 12 songs. Let's get started with the first track, which is "Do It Like a Geo." You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track right here. It uses like the Curtis Mayfield sample. You know what I'm saying? So I think I don't want to say that's a Superfly sample. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope song. With this track, they're talking about a lot of shit with this track right here. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about like a lot of like the East Coast bias when it comes to Southern hip hop and everything like that too. How the East Coast was playing like a lot of their songs, and then Scarface over here talking about how black radio was being taken over by the white media and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was a pretty dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy too because this is actually a re-recorded version of a song that Willie D did on a solo album he did and shit like that too. So yeah.
I'm so tired of that already. This whole regional shit. This is 50 years of hip hop. We still talking about this garbage. You know, like get over it. Hip hop started here. Either y'all accept it or move the fuck on. It's that simple. You know, New York radio didn't play a lot of shit. They didn't play a lot of West Coast shit. They didn't even
Yeah.
play some artists on from their own coast. So it's not like the South was being xed out. It's just that's just the way it was for radio. And why would you care what radio play anyway? You know what I'm saying? Make your own playlist. Don't I've never cared about what radio played and they didn't play a lot of artists. It didn't matter to me. You know, we've
Right.
come so far, Reg. Like hip
Yeah,
hop is
definitely.
global. You got artists like Bad Bunny and Drake busting people's ass on the charts, and y'all worried about region. This shit is bigger than region now. It's global. So get mad at Canada. Get mad at all the other countries that's coming into this culture and busting your ass on the charts. You know.
Right. Yeah, I definitely get your point about that, bro. Because and that shit's still going on today to the sense,
And
but
why?
hey,
Why does that matter? It's even if that's the case, even if they you feel the way you feel, it's not like New York radio gonna suddenly start playing Ghetto Boy shit or whoever. They if they wasn't doing that back in the 80s and 90s, you think they're gonna do it now in 2023? Because radio don't matter. It's all about streaming. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop
right,
is global. It's worldwide now. It's no more should be no more talk about East and West and North and South. It's global. So you got to compete with artists like Drake for radio play, if that matters to people. That shouldn't
and
matter.
that's the guy.
Cypress Hill wasn't always getting played on radio over here, and they still managed to go multi platinum. NWA didn't get no radio play, managed to go multi platinum. So what's the issue?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about
You know what I
that.
mean? I'm so tired of that. Like
Track number.
I literally stopped talking to people because of that they mentality in this whole region thing. Because they from one region and they feel like New York is to blame. New York is not to blame. Don't blame New York radio for the reason why you didn't get your group thing wasn't popular. Because if Outkast could break through and they got popular and they became legends, what's your group issue? It ain't New York radio.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with your point about that. All right, track number two, "Gangsta of Love." I'm gonna be real with you. I've never liked this song. To be real with you, I never liked. Spoiler alert: I never liked both versions of the song. This and the other one on the remix album. The one on the remix album has the Leonard Skinner song "Sweet Home Alabama." The reason why they did that was because the original version it uses the Steve Miller Band song "The Joker." You know what I'm saying? I'm a joker, I'm a lover. That song. You know what I'm saying? And for sample clearance issue, they had to replace that with the Leonard Skinner song. Which yeah, like I said, I never really cared for this. You know what I'm saying? This is like Willie D's kind of moniker, which I never thought that it was an appropriate moniker for him. Because when I think Willie D, I think the most outspoken nigga, not just like gangster of love kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could care less for this song.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Alrighty. Next song we got is "Talking Loud Ain't Saying Nothing." This track right here definitely one of my favorite tracks on this album. You know what I'm saying? It uses a sample of the Ohio players Skin Tight. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope. I felt that Willie D had the best verse. I love the line when he says, "Nigga, you was on a goddamn punk tank washing out another nigga's drawers and getting fucked up your doo-doo drawers. So you don't give me that bullshit story, pussy motherfucker. I heard they took out your commissionary." You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was an ill ass line. I love the way he was flowing on that one. You know what I'm saying? Definitely love the live instrumentation that was also using on this with this sample as well too. So yeah, this
Which
is a
one was
classic. Talking loud ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, this was cool. I like this beat. Um, this whole track listing is fucked. You know how YouTube do? They track list is all fucked up.
Of course.
I like the beat. The beat was dope.
Yeah, definitely. Track number four, "Read These Nikes." Now this one right here was another great track right here. You know what I'm saying? I actually like this song more on the remix album than on the original version. I think with the remix album, they definitely added like slick ass bass line, and the way they mix that shit, when they mix that shit so fucking good that it sounds so good on your speakers. You know what I'm saying? Read these Nikes, pretty much niggas about to get stomped and shit like that too, about to get jumped. Long story short, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one was a hot track.
They should have had an endorsement deal with Nike for this. You know,
Right.
read these Nikes. You promoting them. You might as well had a shoe deal with them at that point. You know, why should Run DMC be the only ones? You know, yeah, this was cool.
All right. Track number 5, Size Ain't Shit. This is the Bushwick Bill solo track right here. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Definitely one of my favorite Bushwick Bill solo tracks when it comes to like the Ghetto Boys and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about like even though he may be a short motherfucker, he can still whoop your ass and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, with the remix, the Ghetto Boys album, which I'm gonna show y'all the album cover on that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because there's also some songs I gotta talk about specifically on that album. They also use like the Odd Couple sample. The show with Jack Klugman, Tony Randall, rest in peace
Mhm.
to them. They use the Odd Couple sample in throughout, which I felt like that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like the remix version a bit better on that one than the OG version, but this was still a cool track.
Yeah, this is dope. I like Butcher Bill's lines. He said, any bitch will tell you as long as he has a big dick, size and shit. Those are called bullets. They got it in every state to keep niggas like you in place. I like that. This was a good record.
Yeah, man, he definitely went in on that fucking verse and shit like that too. All right, track number 6, Seek and Destroy. This was produced by Doug King. This one you can. This was one of the tracks that Scarface recorded when he was still known as Action, and you can pretty much tell like this is like one of the more conventional songs on this album. It uses the George McRae sample that Get Lit, that dun 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 dun, dun which all my Biggie heads, y'all should know he used that for the Respect joint. I want to say Respect from Ready to Die. Keith Murray used that for, of course, the song Get Lifted. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's a popular sample, and I think that's one of the main reasons I kind of have mixed feelings about the album too, because I get it, it's a breakthrough album, but you can still try to show like they were still using like familiar samples, which I'll get more into that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But this one, I mean, if you guys like to hear Scarface, what he sounded like as Action, this is a popular one for you. If not, I'll kind of skip this one.
Yeah, it was alright. It was cool.
Right. Track number 7, No Sellout. You know what I'm saying? Self-explanatory. Just talk about how the Ghetto Boys were still down for their like down for the music, not doing like no commercial bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This was a pretty cool track. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like they kind of tackled the subject matter a bit better with the song Trophy off the We Can't Be Stopped album though. You know what I'm saying? But I still kind of fuck with this song.
These niggas had too many issues, yo. First you had issue with New York radio, then you got issue with mainstream. Like, make up your mind. To get on New York radio, you had to be mainstream for the most part. So it's like they all of their arguments, they're losing their arguments because they have an issue with everything.
I guess they didn't want to dress up like Hammer and shit. That's what we
Well,
messed
you
it
didn't have to
up.
dress up like Hammer to get on radio. That's something that Hammer did,
Right.
you know. But your song had to be recognizable and memorable. And other than Mom playing tricks on me, they wasn't getting played on New York radio. So again, it's like don't shit on radio over here, but at the same time you're shitting on mainstream. Make up your mind. Pick a side.
Pick your poison. Alright. So next track we got is After No Sellout. We got Let a Hoe Be a Hoe. Self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Just them talking about scandalous hoe. Not all women, but the one who just does hoish activities and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one was a pretty cool track and everything. It used the Pink Floyd sample, the Money sample, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be real. I don't like this song as much as like a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's still a pretty cool track. You know, so I kind of felt like the remix kind of still sounded similar to the original. To be real with you.
Yeah, this is cool. I like Havoc's version better though.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely feel you.
What was that on Murder Music?
Yeah. After Let a Hoe Be a Hoe, we got Scarface, which is like the song he named after himself. Usually, I don't like it when artists name the songs after themselves. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've always hated that motherfucking shit, but this one right here, you can tell this is when he really got into the Scarface moniker. Yes, this was like the first time the whole Scarface movie was actually referenced in hip hop and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a very important song when it comes to the hip hop game. Love this track right here. I love the line when he says, I took a look, the girl was cooked, her head exploded. Reached for the Uzi at my foot and I unloaded. Straight out the window, I could hear the soldier's footsteps. I'm a taker, not a faker. I ain't been took yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like Scarface just went in like that. That's like one of my favorite MCs of all time, man. I don't give a damn what no one says.
This was fire. This is fire. This is definitely Drew Hill used the same beat for in my baby mix. Definitely
Oh yeah.
Scarface killed this. He said, cause ain't nothing but the money flow in this camp, and if you short me, you'll forever wear a stamp. So watch your back and prepare for the hit, man. I loved his delivery and his flow in here.
Yeah, he definitely stepped his game up. He elevated his flow on this one too and shit. So I'm not
He was
mad
the
about
best one.
that.
Like, is there any doubt that Scarface was the best one in Geto Boys? He was clearly the best one.
Of course.
Bushwick was cool. Willie D was bitching too much, still bitching about a lot of shit. It's annoying. He's bitching about his own group. Oh, why they ain't call me for the Grammys? Why they ain't call Scarface? Like, shut the fuck up. You part of the damn group. You should be happy he was there. You know,
Yeah, Willie D always been like he's very outspoken and shit like that too.
Scarface
So
should have
that's
kicked
why
him
I
out
don't
that
think.
group a long time ago. I don't like niggas like that. They got always bitching about something. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, bro. It's 50 years of hip hop. You still bitching about New York radio, and radio's not even a thing no more.
Shit.
Shit.
I mean, that's just how some niggas be.
No wonder New York radio ain't play them. They were tired of hearing Willie D's mouth. Can't play this
All right,
annoying New
so
York radio.
after that, we got Life on the Fast Lane. Pretty cool track right here. Again, you can he was Scarface went on to his action. He was back in his action montage with that one, which you can tell like this was recorded like in '88. Just because it sounds like it's something that Public Enemy would have used for like Yo Bum Rush the show and stuff like that stripped down kind of ordeal and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very cool track. This is probably my favorite of the '88 songs of this album and everything like that too. So yeah, very cool. I like this one.
Let's had a dope beat. Like this joint.
Yes, sir. Track number 11, Trigger Happy Nigga. This is another one you can tell that they definitely recorded in '88 and everything like that too, just because it also used like a lot of live instrumentation. You know what I'm saying too. I feel like Bushwick Bill had the best verse. You know what I'm saying? I love the line where he says, "Wanted to go for bad bitch, I go for broke." Pulled out a nine. I think it's a game. She said, "Nope." Out comes the manager. Must have thought I was bluffing him. She knew I was serious. Saw the heat when I busted him. You know what I'm saying? Just a few of those of the lines I liked from this. Yeah, a few of the lines I liked from this song. So this was a cool track.
Love the beat. It was dope.
Yes, sir. And the last track, "Minor for Lunatic." Um, yeah, pretty cool track right here. This is like another one of those signature tracks that they've had in the discography. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I kind of like the version on the remix album a bit better, but that's another story for a different day.
Yeah, the remix version was better.
Right. All right. Overall, this is a very great album. A few flaws here and there. I kind of felt like it was a bit inconsistent in some parts. You know what I'm saying? Um, the inconsistency came from a lot of the production because at that time, hip hop is just a growing, faster paced at that time too. So you can definitely tell the difference between like an 88 song and an 89 song. Like with the 88 songs was like they utilized a lot more live instrumentation, but then the 89 version and everything like that too, they definitely stepped their game and pen game wise. They definitely found their style and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? Some songs I could have done without, like Gangsta of Love, and I could have done without that track and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? What's the other one? Seek and Destroy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is definitely. I'm not gonna put this on the same level as We Can't Be Stopped, Till Death Do Us Part, or The Resurrection. But this is definitely like one of the more important albums. I kind of feel like the remix was more important. Stay tuned on that. I'm gonna give this album a. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna be fair.
It was cool. It was a cool album. I'll give it 3 months.
Definitely. All right. I'm gonna definitely say a few thoughts on the remix album. Give me 1 second, because like I said, I gotta get some rest and cook dinner for work and everything like that. I see a lot of y'all giving this 5 mics and shit like that too. I know a lot of people also give this five mics, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, 1990, they dropped the remix album, which is self-titled remix. That came out on. Okay, they don't have the date. They just said 1990 on Wikipedia. So I want to say this came out in maybe like early 1990. I want to say. Um, this actually came out on Deaf American Records, which was under Warner Brothers. Deaf American being Rick Rubin's label at the time after he left Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the remix album, it just has 2 new songs and a couple of like remixed and rebranded songs from the Grip It album. Like, and you can definitely tell because they definitely they definitely accepted game wise, flow wise, production wise. It was still dope. They had like a more clearer sonically. But this album actually got like a lot of controversy because with the lyrics that's coming from a lot of these songs, the original distributor for this album, Geffen Records, they didn't want nothing to do with this album. This and the CD manufacturer Sony DABC and everything like that. So they didn't want nothing to do with it. And pretty much Rick Rubin had to get like a whole alternate distribution with Warner Brothers and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy too because I feel like I think Willie D said in a Vlad interview that Rick Rubin didn't care for Bushwick Bill, felt like he wasn't needed in the group and everything like that too.
Really? Over
Uh,
Willie D? Wow.
mind you, Rick Rubin also said he didn't care for Flavor Flav and Public Enemy
Wow.
and that too. So
Well, so did Chuck D at one point. Yeah.
stop. So Rick Rubin executive produced this album. He also had James H. Smith, Clifford Bludgett, Reddy Red, Doug King, John Beto, and Johnny C. Honestly, I kind of if I was to pick anything between the two, I would probably pick the remix album over the original Rip It album
Hmm.
because, like I said, I love sonically how this album definitely stood out and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? It also had a couple of new songs. Fuck 'em. That was one of the newest songs on this record, which that's definitely one of my favorite songs. Actually, my favorite song on this album. You know what I'm saying? I love how they started off with, it's just pretty much them saying fuck the media, fuck the mainstream, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Pretty much just saying how they're gonna just do their own thing. Tri's probably scratching his head right now, talking about how can y'all still say that shit? But okay,
Right.
you know,
Exactly. Why?
yeah. So this was a pretty cool track. And then you also had songs like "City Under Siege," which was the last track on this album. That actually replaced "No Sellout" and everything like that too, and that replaced "No Sellout." And then you also had another song called no, I think those are the only two new songs. Yeah, so "City Under Siege" was pretty cool. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool as well too. Like I mentioned before, "Read These Nikes," the remix, was the best remix on this album, on the remix album and everything like that too. So I'm not really mad about that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the Ghetto Boys. I personally prefer the remix album over the original version. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion, but at the same time, I definitely highly recommend checking both albums out. Both albums are actually out of print. I feel like the remix album's a bit more accessible. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that go for about as less as $14 online in recent times. So if y'all want to check that out, y'all can. And that's all the time I have for this review tonight. So tomorrow, I'm not tomorrow, but Sunday at 6 p.m. We're gonna kick off a new artist Sunday. We're gonna talk about Salt and Pepper with the Hot, Cool, and Vicious album, which I really can't wait to talk about that one because it's been a good minute since then. We're going to talk about Salt and Pepper, and we're finally going to talk about them and show them some love. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Just right in time for Hip Hop 50. And that means we might also talk about maybe Kid and Play, maybe 2024. So stay tuned on that
Yeah.
too. Then Monday at you said Monday you're busy at 6 p.m., right? You have a meeting.
Yeah, I should be finished by 6:37. You know, it's up to you.
I'm I'm just gonna say 11 p.m. the latest because I'm gonna be
Okay.
spending the night at Greensboro that day too.
Right.
And I might also go to Lashia's channel before I go to Greensboro. So
Of course.
I'm gonna say Monday. Chill out. Monday, 11 o'clock. I'm gonna say 11 o'clock the latest.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's gonna be Aretha Franklin's 1973 album, Hey Now Hey. Which that's like an R&B jazz album that Quincy
Right.
Jones produced. A lot of people don't know that, but hey. And then Wednesday, we're gonna talk about Tyler, the creator, and
Earl.
not Tyler, Earl Sweatshirt.
Yes.
Damn, I fucked up. I fucked up. Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist with their new album Voice Dyer.
Dope album.
Um, I haven't heard it yet. I know Tri
Yeah.
says it's a dope album.
I like it.
That's gonna be Wednesday. That's gonna be Wednesday at 10 p.m. I'll be spending the night at my mama's crib at that day too. So
You all
that actually
around.
works.
You traveling man.
Yeah, because I gotta spend some time with my mama and shit like that too.
Right.
So it'd be like that. And then Saturday, I forgot to mention Christian sent me a donation last week. He wanted us
Kristen.
to,
Yo, we need to
he
have
wanted
Kristen on with for that one.
I can ask him. I can definitely
Yeah.
ask him, see what his
He's been
schedule's
on
like.
before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has. Um he gonna do Shabba Ranks, I mean Shabba from 1995. That's actually my favorite Shabba Ranks album.
Really?
You know, yes, my
That's your favorite
favorite.
one? Wow.
It's crazy too because not a lot of people say that they're more like the Mr. Loverman album,
Yes.
The Raw album from '91. But
Uh-huh.
with the Ami Shaba, he went a bit more gangster with that one. I don't know what it
Right.
is. It was like a boom bap dancehall album
And
and
he had
everything
he
like that.
had I believe he had Puffy producing on that one, right?
Really?
That's the
I
one
got
from
I got
'95.
yeah.
I want to say Puffy did a remix from on that one. Uh, my favorite
Interesting.
one was Extra Naked.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another good one. Um and it's gonna be a double review with Shaba Ranks, I mean Shaba and Patra with Queen of the Pack, which
I got
that's
I have the vinyl for Walker Man. I send it.
nice. Yeah,
but that album is out of print. I never I never got the album. I only had the single. I had the single on cassette, and then I end up seeing it on vinyl and getting it on vinyl.
right. Yeah, I know. I know. I saw one of Patro's albums on vinyl, but it was a lot of money. I wasn't
Yes.
trying to spend that
Now
for
her
this
second
girl.
album, I have her second one, The Scent of Attraction. That one I got on CD.
Sweet, sweet. That's the one with Romantic Call. Was that the first one?
That was the first one. The second one have she did the Grace Jones remake, Pull Up to My Bumper.
Oh, okay, okay. I know which
Yeah.
one you're talking about.
And Aaron Hall is on that, cause that's when she was dating Aaron Hall.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that time. Yeah, man. So yeah, Christian. I'm gonna ask Christian if he wants to come on. That's gonna be Saturday, 5 p.m.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. Because me and Ant are gonna do the video on Friday. Because
Cool.
okay, yeah, that works out very perfectly. Okay, cool. All right. I might also work on another DJ stream. I might do like a Minneapolis sound mix I'm working on and
Nice.
everything like that too. So I'm gonna really get back to being more busier without this channel. I gotta actually redo the sound for the White the Beef episode because the sound's kind of going in and out. I know I've been slipping on the White the Beef episodes this past couple of months. I've been so busy, then working, and then getting a lot of shit together with this project and everything like that too. I actually gotta shoot a video in the next 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get the money together for that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be very busy this month and everything like that. Y'all can see, but definitely got another. They're gonna do the Amen retrospective. That's gonna be in 2 weeks. So really can't wait to talk about that one as well too. And anything you got to say before we head out?
Stay tuned. I got stay tuned. I got some shit I'm working on, but you know.
All right. And I'm gonna definitely watch that documentary this weekend too.
Yes. Yeah, we gonna just pre-record that and just tell our thoughts on that.
Okay, no problem.
There's so many damn
Yeah,
documentaries out, yo.
I know. And also the power finale
Oh
came
yeah,
out last
I'm
night.
watching that tonight, so we could do that like whenever you ready.
Okay, we can do that on Monday. Monday after
All
the
right,
Aretha review.
cool.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about that episode. But I'm gonna wait till you
Yeah.
watch the shit because that
All
episode
right.
had me fucked.
Oh man.
But other than that, stay tuned for more stuff. I will see you guys Sunday at 6. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.